Hi, welcome to day 2 of this challenge. How was day 1 for you? For me, it was amazing. Thank you so much for plugging in. Thank you for those who have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, please consider hitting the subscription button, the notification bell for you to get the notifications. Thank you so much for following. I noticed that the tagline for day 1 was what we focus on grows. And that is so true. Have you ever realized that when you focus on anything, you begin to see it everywhere? Like when you think of buying a certain make of car, all of a sudden you begin to see them everywhere. And you begin to say, people are buying this car. It's not true. The car was just there. It's only that you had never focused on it. So anything you focus on, anything you give your attention to, it grows. If you give your attention to things that are not okay in your life, you begin to feel that everything in your life is a mess. And that goes to your emotions, and that's where we get stressed, we get depressed. But when we focus on what is good, then our minds begin to be happy. We generate emotions of joy. And so in this challenge, we are here to generate more and more emotions of joy. Today I just thought of sharing some guidelines and some benefits of this challenge. Because without the guidelines, then the challenge may not really be as beneficial as it is meant to be. So one of the languages our brains understands best is the language of consistency. And so I want to challenge each and every one of us as we plug into this challenge. Let's be consistent. Don't do day 1 and drop on day 2, come back day 6. Just be consistent. The science of the mind says that on day 21 you create a habit, on day 90 you create a lifestyle. So this is a 40-day challenge where I believe by the time we stop at day 40, you will have created a habit of being grateful. Because our aim is to make our brains get to a point where on autopilot, we focus on being grateful. So number 1, remember to be consistent. Just make this a daily plan. As I shared, I always like doing this early in the morning. When you wake up first thing in the morning, don't look at your phone as the first thing. Think of what you're grateful for. Even if it's just you stepping out of bed, that in itself is so important. Like today, as I went around, I could just see, things like trees and be grateful for them, the vehicles, the universe, things that are around me, the people around you. Those are things to be grateful for. Imagine yourself being alone in the world without the family that you have, without your friends, without your colleagues, without anything that you have right now. It would be such a lonely place. So you have so much to be grateful for. And sometimes even the people that we feel are not a blessing in our lives, it's until they are not there that we will realize they are such a blessing. So this is a time to intentionally look at things we are grateful for in people, things we are grateful for in our surroundings. Number 2, involve your emotions. When you tell your brain, I'm grateful for, for example, my spouse, and you don't involve your emotions, your brain does not understand that. The reason our brains stick to things that are sad is because we really go deep into that emotion. When something wrong happens, we take a lot of time to, process that emotion, the anger, the frustration. We process it. But then remember, the brain does not know the truth and a lie. So when you tell your brain that I am happy and you you begin to generate intentionally those feelings of joy. Your brain picks them, and eventually you become a very happy person. So remember to involve your emotions. Don't just do it like a plastic thing. Do it with all your heart and all your mind. Remember to journal. As I said yesterday, journaling is very important. It's a message to your brain that this is very important. So remember to journal. So those are the 3 guidelines I will share today. So what are the benefits? Let me first say this. Have you ever realized that when you go, for example, to a hotel and you order a certain type of meal, then you begin to see waiters passing around with other plates. You begin to feel that the meal on the other plates is actually better than yours. Have you ever realized that? But then when yours comes on the table, you realize this is just what I needed. So sometimes our focus is so much on what's on the other side. And somebody said that grass is only greener on the other side until you get there and see the poop on the grass, because maybe you're not able to see it from where you are. So right now we are focusing on how green our grass is. We are focusing on how happy we are. We are focusing on things that make us excited, things that fulfill us in our lives every day. And so as we do this, we expect that at the end of the day we will be more joyous, we will be more peaceful, we will have happier lives. When people around you even realize that you appreciate them, because sometimes you even go an extra step of just telling people, I appreciate you. I appreciate you for being in my life. Or just appreciating your body. Some of us have not appreciated our bodies for a while. It's important to appreciate our bodies, what your body does, just like being able to breathe. Imagine your life without that breath, just going. It's so amazing. You feel the relief. The other day when COVID was here with us and we realized that oxygen can be very expensive. And I remember just journaling and saying, thank you, God, for the free oxygen, because people are buying oxygen out here. So we have so much to be grateful for. So as we continue, as you continue to focus on what you're grateful for, you will realize that you'll be happy, you'll be peaceful. The relationships around you are bound to be better with time. In case you're finding this hard, be patient with yourself. Sometimes, as I shared yesterday, the first time I did this, it was tough because my brain was not used to focusing on things that were good. I had just spent a lot of time focusing on things that were negative in my life. But then when you begin to do this consistently, your brain begins to pick the new waves that you're giving it. So be patient with yourself, be consistent, journal, and just look forward to the great things that are going to happen. I look forward to many stories of joy, many stories of success, people just saying, I have loved these miracles have happened in my life because I've been grateful. Because the more you're grateful, the more great things to be grateful for come to you. When you're grateful, you begin to realize things to be grateful for. So as we continue, just remember that. Don't forget that this is bound to make your life happier and more exciting. So thank you so much. Remember to subscribe, remember to share, remember to invite more people, and let's continue doing this challenge together. Thank you so much, and bye.